Today I'm going to be covering my top 5 picks from Lattafa, Haramain, and Afnan for the springtime. These are going to be more feminine leaning scents that I absolutely love, and I believe all of these are under $50. So if this is your first time watching, hello, my name is Anya. I love perfumes, and I post on this channel every single Wednesday, along with a ton of bonus content in between. I love a lot of Middle Eastern scents because they tend to be pretty affordable and you can get a large variety. So all of these scents range from either like very subtle to really long-lasting, all-day wearing fragrances. So without further ado, let's get into it and get started with probably like the girliest packaging that we have in this video. I'm referring to Lattafa's Shad fragrance, and this one's interesting because for the springtime, I really love florals. I know, how predictable, but I like sometimes to have a floral scent that's a little bit sharper, and this is that for me. If you really appreciate some more vintage leaning scent profiles, this is also one to try. The tuberose here is very sharp, and there's also a creamy almond and a really beautiful musk, but it's not the sharp Lattafa musk, that signature that's found in a lot of scents. That is a really beautiful musk that can be palatable for a lot of people, but in this case, when I initially bought this, I wanted something that was a little bit different and more creamy and something that was a little bit more traditionally floral. So this one I really, really love, and it's one of those scents that it's just very classic. This is one of those scents that I really, really love, and I can see myself reaching for this on a regular basis. Last spring, I wore this fragrance a lot, especially layered with one of the other perfumes I'm going to share with you, and it's just a very beautiful, expensive, luxe smelling scent that happens to be under $20 right now. So this one's really affordable. The notes include almond, orange, mid notes of jasmine, white florals, orris, tuberose, and a bit of amber, and then base notes of amber, vanilla, praline, and musk. So, like I said, a beautiful white floral fragrance with some almond, a bit of creaminess in the form of that praline, and that beautiful musk as well. This is a really pretty fragrance. I would say this is a moderate performer. It's not going to be eternal. Well, actually, it will last all day, but it's not going to overpower you. So, Shad by Lattafa, this is a bit of an underrated gem that I absolutely love. If you want a bit of a tropical leaning vanilla and coconut fragrance, this is a really good one to try from Lattafa as well. This is Kayed Alfarsan Unlimited, and this is in the white bottle. They have a Kayed Alfarsan in the black. This is the Unlimited in the white. And I would say this is a pretty good affordable coconut scent. I, to be honest, go back and forth on how regularly I wear this because it's a bit of a tropical coconut. There is some ylang-ylang here, there's some frangipani, so that combined with the coconut, this isn't something that I always go for on a very regular basis. But if you're looking for a tropical coconut scent, this is really, really pretty, but you have to like tropical florals to appreciate this one. It's a very creamy vanilla coconut floral scent with a bit of citrus and fruits in the form of pineapple and other citrusy accords. But if you're looking for something a little bit more tropical, but something very creamy as well, this is a good one to try. Kayed Alfarsan Unlimited. You do have to like coconut and tropical chords to appreciate this one. Just a few moments ago, I mentioned the signature Lattafa musk, and this fragrance very much embodies that signature that's found in a lot of Lattafa fragrances. I'm referring to Ana Abiet. I talk a lot about the Poudre version, which I think is absolutely beautiful and extremely underrated. If you love powdery fragrances, powdery vanillas, that one is amazing. But I wanted to show you a little bit of diversity in this video, so I wanted to take it back to the original Ana Abiet fragrance. This is wonderful if you like pear, if you like musk, if you like a bit of zestiness. And it does have a signature that's kind of leaning a little bit towards Baccarat Rouge 540. I'm not saying it's the same fragrance whatsoever, but if we're talking about that sharp musk, that like musk factor that's present in Baccarat 540 and so many other fragrances, this embodies that very much. The only reason I don't wear this is because at some point I was wearing that kind of scent profile so much, and I just got a little bit tired of it. So that's why I don't wear this personally, but I can see this being a really pretty scent to wear in the springtime because it really transcends. It's a scent profile that is really quite pretty. And I think this is also a really good affordable option. So I was going through a lot of these fragrances with a friend of mine, and he is obsessed with really high quality niche perfumes. I'm talking Clive Christian. I'm talking the Privé lines. So he has a very discerning nose, and he tried this, and he absolutely, really, really did enjoy this. So partly because of that, I'm including this in the video because it's good to kind of get an external opinion. So it just goes to show this is a really good fragrance. Is it something that I go for on a regular basis? No, but that's the thing about scent preferences. They change, and just because a fragrance is really good doesn't necessarily mean it's one that you tend to reach for on a regular basis. But I did want to include this fragrance in the video just in case you are looking for something that is a bit of a sharper musk, that's a really good performer, and you want something that's kind of similar to that signature musk that's found in Baccarat 540. I wouldn't say this is a dupe by any means. It just has like a similar vein, and it's definitely not the first or the last fragrance that embody that scent profile. But I think it definitely stands on its own because it is a different fragrance. It is more heavy on that musk, but it does have pear and citruses as well as some amber. So Anna Abiet, this one is a classic from Lattafa. This is one that I absolutely love. I am obsessed with this fragrance. I will love this fragrance for a very long time. I'm obsessed with this. This is Al Haramain's Junun Noir. Such a perfect scent all year round, but especially during this time, during the springtime. So, oh my gosh. Okay, this one takes me back. So I'm talking about a velvety, powdery fragrance. This is woody as well. There's a fruitiness in here in terms of kind of like a fruity kumquat. It's a beautiful musk perfume. It just is an amazing fragrance, and the lasting power here is impressive, but you wouldn't expect that simply by smelling this fragrance. This is an elegant, powdery, woody perfume. I absolutely love this. It just smells like it smells like velvet fabric almost, and I really, really find myself drawn to this one. It's great. I love it. Al Haramain's Junun Noir. This smells deceptively subtle, but it will last all day, and this is a compliment-getting fragrance. My favorite layering combination to wear with this is to layer it with Shad. So these two, it's kind of unexpected to layer them together, but I remember last year this was my go-to combination. This was the layering combination that would get me compliments. There's something about the sharpness of this Shad fragrance mixed in or layered with the velvety, woody powderiness of Junun Noir that I absolutely love. Let me smell them both so I can kind of remind myself of how good this smells. Yes, these scents, I mean, obviously these fragrances stand well on their own, but there's something about this combination. These scents complete each other and make them even better. Like these scents together, like I love this. This is good. It's powdery, it's velvety, it's a bit sharp and different with here. These are both very creamy scents, and I think that's why they pair so well together. But they have different notes that complement one another. This one is more floral and it has like that sharpness, but it's still very creamy. This is a little bit woody, no, a little bit fruity, but woody and powdery. These two together, this smells so luxurious. I love it. This is good. This is really good. If you love powdery fragrances, if you love florals, try this combination. Yeah, both of these fragrances must-haves for me. Al Haramain Junun Noir and Shad. I would say this, I mean, should I say they're my favorite in this video? Probably not because I have one more fragrance to talk about. But yeah, these two, Chef's Kiss, I love these fragrances. If you're looking for something that smells very luxurious but also something very affordable, get this. This is so good. Okay, let's talk about a beautiful musky rose with rhubarb lychee in the form of Souvenir Floral Bouquet by Afnan. This is one of the most interesting and compelling bottles. But this basically has like a metallic rose at the top. It's a like obviously like a very interesting design, but you take the top off and then you just spray it like this, and then it stands up like that. So this is a very floral scent. It's a very musky perfume as well. It's a tart fragrance. So, okay, this smells similar to Delina by Parfum de Marly, but I wouldn't call this a dupe by any stretch of the imagination. This has similarities, but it's not the same fragrance. This is sharper. It's more focused on like that muskiness. It's a sharper fragrance. It's creamy. I can't really compare them side by side, but I know for a fact they're not dupes. However, if you are looking for something in that similar scent profile, if you want to have a beautiful rose, a musky rose with peony, I would say the musky rose here definitely is like front and center. That's what I smell when I smell this fragrance. The musky rose with an accent of rhubarb and peony. That's what I smell when I smell this. If you want something similar to that for the springtime, something that will last all day, this is a really good one to try. It's under $30, so this is a terrific option. For me, whenever I want to like scratch that itch of having like that musky rose with a bit of fruitiness, a bit of tartness in the form of like rhubarb and lychee, that is at this point such a classic scent profile that is so commonly associated with Delina and Delina exclusive that you can't really help but compare the two. But this, in my opinion, stands on its own. I would say for me, like right now in my collection, this scratches that itch for me whenever I want like that muskiness. I go for this, but I absolutely at some point will be getting Delina and Delina exclusive because those are classic fragrances and they're definitely, I would say this, to me, those are a little bit more refined, at least when it comes to their interpretation of the rhubarb and the lychee, as well as the Oud and Delina exclusive. But this one is definitely a great alternative. It's similar, but it's different enough to have both in your collection. So, Souvenir Floral Bouquet by Afnan, a really beautiful, long-lasting perfume. It's a sharp musk with florals. So yeah, there you go. There you have it. Those are my top 5 fragrances for the springtime from Middle Eastern brands, including Lattafa, Afnan, and Al Haramain. I have actually filmed another video talking about my top 3 floral perfumes by Lattafa for the springtime. I don't think there's any overlap. I don't think so. Yeah, I think I'm good. But in that, I mentioned fragrances such as Velvet Rose, which I didn't mention in this video because I talk about that perfume so much. But I just wanted to make this video a little bit more diverse and talk about scents that I don't talk about that much. So I think I did pretty well with that. And by the way, if you're interested in purchasing any of these fragrances or if you want to know the names, feel free to check my Amazon storefront. All these fragrances are featured there. I have them all laid out for you, along with a whole bunch of other amazing fragrance recommendations that I absolutely love and use constantly. So thank you so much for watching to the end of this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.